Stop. I don't know why I picked the music I did, but I did. I saw there was a funk DMC8 free playlist on YouTube, and I'm like, ooh, we're playing that. Hi, Aphex, how you doing? I'm sorry. They're gonna have Carl Urban be Johnny Cage in the new Mortal Kombat movie. You know what? It works. I'll give him Dread too. I'm gonna guess I was quiet. There we go. Also, the little dinosaurs dancing to the beat. I'm doing good. Careful there, camera. I'm doing good. I meant to catch your stream today, sweetie. I kind of took a nap. A very long nap. We can close that. We can close you. Definitely close Twitter. Alrighty then. Let's use the camera setup. I keep forgetting this app has Wi-Fi capability. This app has the Wi-Fi capability to make a webcam. Maybe a baking stream one of these days. You're right. Oh, that's from a chopstick. Yes, I know the camera is locked. Always. Why? Swear to God, you're all gonna make fun of me when I keep saying my favorite type of coffee is literally just dark. Is literally just black with a little bit of sweetener in it. I put too much sweet cream in this one. That'd be the wrong screen. Here we go. I thought I put like 3 or 4 like spoonfuls. Like, I actually measured it. I thought I put like 2 or 3 spoonfuls, and I'm like, oh, that's like 4 or 5. That's milk. So now I'm cursed to drink a blueberry and sweet cream tasting. coffee. I think we just gotta paint the guy's clothes up. Yeah, we just gotta paint the guy's clothes up, paint this guy's clothes up. I don't think we're gonna base these ones up fully yet. We're gonna base this one up because I want to try this. So, I went to the hobby shop a couple of days ago. I saw this versus this, and I'm like, this is like $7. This is 14. If this works as good as this stuff, this is going to become my new favorite basing stuff. Well, my new favorite paint-based basing stuff. Where did your head go? My favorite basing technique, though, is this. This is literally very fine. Aw, hi, Pokemon. So, yeah, this is actually my favorite basing technique. This is literally just sand, like very fine. I'm trying to remember what it's called. You buy it from pet shops, and it's meant for like small lizards and stuff. And if you glue it on right, it's almost as hard as plastic. And that's a whole technique. Oh, honey. We'll sit down, relax, get some hot cocoa, or or something cold and relaxing. You can have a sip of my milky coffee because I put too much creamer in by accident. It's... Sorry, I'm not sure if the music is covering me over. It's the kind of sand you buy for like smaller lizard tanks and like reptile tanks. Per pound, it is cheaper than buying the stuff meant for like miniature basing and stuff like that. No, this is like it's. If I can find the bag, it literally is just dirt. Sorry, I gotta respond to something over on YouTube. Thank you, Gooner. I don't remember how much this stuff is. This is like 15-20 bucks. That bag of sand is like 2 or 3 pounds of sand for the same price. Somewhere around here, I have a box full of that stuff. I bought it from PetSmart. I think yeah, I remember it was like dirt cheap when I bought it, and I'm like, trim and substrate. I don't remember the exact bag. I know. It's not the calcium. It is like a fine grained sand. It's not walnut shell. Maybe it was calcium, but no, it can't be. Or maybe it was Petco I bought it from. I think it was purposely I bought natural sand because it was cheaper and not the calcium stuff. But I don't see on PetSmart's website the stuff. So, yeah. Okay, we're gonna turn this down just a smidge. It could have been clay too. I don't remember off the top of my head. All I remember is a couple of years ago when I was getting into like doing basing and fun stuff like that, somebody recommended it, and it's been like the best stuff ever because it's like the perfect grit and everything for basing models with. Magitarium. All I remember is it had a lizard on it. It had like a desert landscape on it. I know that's the problem. It's like I'm gonna. I don't remember what it looks like. I want to say it's Reptisand, but it's not that because it's not white sand. Oh, it's Exoterra. I literally just saw the bag and I'm like, oh right, it's a fucking desert lizard. And I'm like, I see a little dragon on there. It's a little bit. I remember it was one of those things where it was cheaper to buy a 10-pound bag of this stuff because I just saw a 10-pound bag and it's like, yep, that's the lizard I remember on it. That stuff pays for itself. I don't know where it all went. Why are you so behind? Okay, so I'm using it for basing purposes, so it doesn't really matter if it's good for pets or not. What happened? I don't know why my chat's not working. Yeah. This particular stuff I bought literally because I was like, I wanted a desert landscape. Oh, I wish it had made it up here. I had this really cool D&D terrain thing for like fighting in a desert canyon. But it was too hard to bring up here just because it took up too much space. Why? Okay, YouTube's being dumb. If there's anybody chatting over there, I'm sorry I can't see you right now. Aww. Thank you, sweetie. How dare I've been sending you thousands of messages. Ha ha ha. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. I just refreshed it, and for some reason I lost my chat, and so it's got the stupid monkey that's going, something went wrong. All I know is I just had somebody called something Gooner compliment my boobs, and I'm like, okay. You're right, you got me there. There are some very intelligent primates. There's, in fact, a couple of really semi-intelligent primates that maybe are running this country right now. Maybe they're not. The fuck was that? Bitch, you better join the chat if you're gonna start playing with my soundboard. What they are, I can't. Well, actually, no, I can say what they are. They're Nazis. They openly admitted they are. No, you see, that's an insult to Full Metal Alchemist. You are not wrong. Wow, we're starting off strong with politics tonight. Oh? Do tell. Or is like NDA situation where you can just mention you're joining one, but we can't talk about it just yet. That's one of my homies in. I just. Ooh, very nice. Look at you becoming a big time VTuber. As long as you don't make a lowly bait character, I think we'll all be fine. Hey, I mean, to be fair, as long as you're not combining gasoline, gasoline and liquid soap while the gasoline is boiling. There is no easy way to explain to explain that much. To be fair, it's also easier to get about a gallon of acetone and a bunch of styrofoam. I swear, officer, it's for starting campfires. Oh, I was gonna jokingly make these white walls. Yeah, fuck it. Yes, cutely. To be fair, we have to melt ice somehow. I will push as close as I can before I get banned one day. I swear to God, if I could find it, I would be like, listen, I have a cookbook for you to read if you'd like to really like have some fun recipes. How dare you fucking ooh in my chat?
Gonna cry about it?
Who the fuck is texting me? Damn you, lizard man! I cannot see when you send the memes to me on Instagram. T-Boo, yeah, T-Boo. Wahanganangas, ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, we're being dumb. Enjoy the lurky. Love you. Listen, lizard man, I will kick your ass later. I'm gonna break that antenna off by one of these times accidentally. Why do I feel like something happened on YouTube and that's why something went wrong? What? That is so weird. Why? Alright, fine. I have to pull up that chat. Fine. Headphones! No! Hmm. Alright. Gonna check one thing. Of course, Twitter's got a bunch of dumb stuff. I keep hearing something fucking behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I put that on too fucking thick, damn it. I'm being lazy and I'm using the air Mephiston because I can treat it like a contrast. The only thing I don't like about all this funk music so far, every single picture they've used has been AI. But I want to try doing a different music playlist for a while, so. Where's my water? he's not done yet, so we're gonna finish him up. I need to talk to Venus about getting the hand tracking for this model set up. Cause being able to like dance to the songs and stuff. Oh no. Okay, it just barely survived good. So we're not going to base these two just yet, because there's like one more figure that's got to go on both of these. Or two on this one more on this one. We're going to try basing this guy, and then I think we're going to hand prime Celestine's two side girls, and then I'm going to prime her properly later. Tasty looking. Gotta wait for that to dry a little more before we can try and do any basing stuff on it. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my water real quick. Because I seem to have forgotten it. I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. This stuff clumps a little bit more like mud. This stuff, it kind of does. What?
I said, what does that one do?
It doesn't clump exactly the same way, but it does. Permafrill's weird. It's like sometimes they're really good, sometimes it's not. There's the piece where it's not real fine. Here.
The one that says Ben or
Because apparently President sued him for no Trump wasn't. Huh? No, it's because Biden won it. Out of the way. But like Biden for like a year and then for some reason the joke on it. Yeah. He probably didn't, but they made the joke, so I think they just wanted to have it. I'm tempted to have you make it good for me, but it's like totally yours to try. You almost got a cameo from Nero tonight. I'm not sure how long this stuff's going to take to dry. If it dries fast enough, we're going to go grab some flocking stuff. Yeah, maybe we'll use a little bit of these shrubs. This might be fun. Finally use these. Ugh. Checking some stuff real quick while we wait for this to dry. That's a meme that some only handful of people will get. Alright, let's see, Al. Why is there so much good fucking art today? Alright. Where's my primer? Oh, there it is. Hi, Rajanka. How you doing? Alright. Make sure nobody randomers popped up in chat. Hmm. I think they're using just enough copyrighted shit in this song to get away with it, but not enough to get sued. This is like the third time I've heard the Pokeball sound in this song. I don't necessarily want to prime her this way. Fuck it, we're here and I need something to do for like the next... Well, hello, Bill. How you doing, girlie? Sweetie. Sorry. I saw Furry Girl on your Twitter post and I was like, oh. How you doing? Yay! What were you up to? Not raid. Nice. And also good to know, sweetie. I saw when you started your stream early. I had to make sure I was following you. What the hell? I was like, I saw you said furry girl, and I'm like, I'm not sure if they wanted to be called that or if that was just them being cute. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I keep Clair Obscur is one of those games I keep meaning to check out for myself. It looks fun. Let me fix all this. Everybody's on their own journey, sweet, but fair enough there. But yeah, Clair Obscura, I've been meaning to check it out. Just because all the scenes with Monoko that I've seen just are like, yeah, no. This is a character I'm going to fall in love with. Monoko, yeah. I think he's towards the end of chapter 1. But not, or, yeah. Monoko, yeah. Yeah, I think you're close to him. I will say that if you're where I think you're at, from what I've seen of people playing it, you're close to him. You will probably fall in love with him just because he is just he's a mood. Honestly, speaking of Souls games, I need to finally try Lies of P. Apparently there's a new DLC out for it too, which it would be the perfect time to start picking it up and playing. I'm not trying to spoil, I'm just going to tell you he's a mood, and he's hilarious. But yeah, Lies of P, I really want to try that out, just because I feel like it's going to be a good get into kind of Souls game. Yeah. And I can't touch anything for like 20 minutes. Okay, there we go. I can't touch anything. Thank you for the posture check. Ooh, I just popped something. This stuff, the terrain paste is still drying. These, their bases are... their whole base primer coat's still drying. I could... maybe assemble a couple more. Oh, God. The fuck? Okay, then. Oh, you're gonna kind of laugh at this. My Luna got nuked again. Yeah, I gotta finally just buy the actual official files. Which one is fucking 79? I found two, and neither of them are, that's the wrong sheet. I have found two of them, and neither of them are exactly mine. I just like throw a Where did you two come from? Oh, wow, that's actually kind of impressive. I did the right way the first time. Yeah, no, I have found a safe for work version of my Luna, but it's like missing everything. So yeah, I will be probably next week buying the official model and from the official person. Buying the official everything and just uploading it myself, finally. It's 80, right? No, 90. Why do we not put the shit near each other? What was that? Oh, woo. Yeah. I mean, it's that, or whenever I finally get... Yeah. That's a first. I mean, it's that, or whenever I finally get the official artwork of this variant of me. Meh. Getting this in VR. Yeah, I keep saying so. For my technically I have 3 personas. But for specifically the character of Nami, my persona is a goat demon. E. What ye? Well, I wasn't supposed to cut that piece off. Or that one. To be fair, if I could find somebody who could make a model that looks similar to this, I'd be happy to. Who stands on the trigon? I'm getting through this shit faster than I've been to tonight, which is kind of funny. Maybe that's the power of funk. Not funk, funk. P-H-O-N-K. The fuck did I just cut out? I mean, considering I have a funk song that's on my exercise playlist, that's just the theme song from Mucha Lucha. Also give people like yourself credit. I say that, and I literally do every once in a while have shakes in my hand. I was seeing if I could actually get to do it, but it's like, oh. A lot of it's just learning brush control. Shake hands a moment. Yeah, like I said, it's brush control. There's a couple of people I know of who are like really big painting streamers. Midwinter Minis, he's almost won like Golden Demons, which is like the big Warhammer award. for minis. He has really bad shaking hands. So really, it's mostly patience and brush control. Once you get those two things down, you can pretty much paint as crappy or as well as you want. Because I don't think I'm a great painter. This is a really basic paint scheme for an army that's going to be very stupidly big. I need 85. Take your time, sweetie. Right now we are painting Guardsmen. But we're painting a custom faction of Guardsmen. This specific army that I'm working on, well, not the Celest. Okay, let me move these three because these are a little side project. This particular army, fucking random ass moth. This particular faction is called Nama's Heroes, or Nami's Heroes. Each of these models represents 1 to however many models are on the figure. Number of people who are following me. So the whole point is they're my colors. See? Red and black, red and black. I should throw some white in there, but I think it's better to have like the metallic in some places to represent that. I'm not trying to do that pose. But yeah, there's no real rhyme or reason to this army. It's just going to have whatever models I figure look cool. and be a what's the term I'm looking for? It's a community army. How the hell? Oh. Yeah. So basically, whenever you see me working on guardsmen on this channel, unless it's like somebody's commissioning me, it's probably going to be making this army. Now, my default army, on the other hand, is orcs. Which is why you're almost always going to see in my paint scheme somewhere random orc bits floating around. So what's going to happen is once this terrain paste is a little bit more dry, we're going to glue this orc arm on, and I might do some Uhu glue. So he's gonna go. They're orcs. They're adorably dumb, and they're just perfect. Oh, that's literally the differences. I just put it. The shooty boys, they dumb and adorable. um yeah, there's another one of these sheets. Where the other sheet go? Is this it? No, that's just spare sprue. Where the hell? I had enough to make two of these guys. Where the hell's the other one? this it? Oh, maybe not. Oh, maybe it is. No. The hell just came across my screen? Those are bits for a different thing. Where the hell is everything? Those are the bits for the AT-AT. Where the hell is the spare bits for the guns? Those are just normal guy bits. I have to go through and do that. That's dumb. Alright, fine. Because I could have sworn I could have made 2 of each of this guy and 2 of each of this guy. So I could have sworn I could have made another one of these guys that's holding the rockets. And I don't seem to see him around here. Which means those bits floated off somewhere, and I'm going to have to find them later. The fuck is this? Okay. Why is it so warm in here too? Why did I lose a follower? Weird. Alright. Okay, I'm getting tired of this. Can I just have some lo-fi? What's in this? Fine. But yeah, Viridian? Yeah, so, orcs are my default boys, but I am starting a certain faction's army soon. I need to finish the what I've got for this box first. Listen, if I could have found some... Apparently this is all... Fine. None of that is really sounding good. Oh. This is Saint Celestine. If you know which faction she's attached to, it's like, oh. To be fair, I think you can use her with the Inquisition too. Here. I was trying not to use the Spotify playlist because we've used it a lot. There we go. I've had several different, I have several different armies I'm planning out right now. Do not be dumb and do that. I have several different armies, but I feel like the sisters are going to be the next interesting one to do. Okay, are you dry yet? You feel like you're dry enough. Alright. I can fill out some fun stuff. Because I feel like doing some terraining. Do not use that terrain stuff. I have a terrain stuff I can't technically use indoors. Spare nails in here. I mean, to be fair, I think I also have spare. Yep. There they are. Oh, wait. Get out of here. That's great stuff. I don't care. It's not that they're underrated, it's just GW kind of focuses on some other bigger factions more. Yeah. I literally can't use this stuff without a respirator on. Wow. Welcome back, Buttes. It is the dumbest thing because it's like, oh wow, cool. This is. It's supposed to be like a crushed glass effect, like to have on the ground around stuff. Oh, it's because it actually is crushed glass. Hell yeah. Get that money. Let's see here. Let's do one good green one. I have big enough bases with these models, I actually can terrain them. And this is one of the fun parts. And let's get some of these little tiny ones. I think one more of the green. One more of the green, just so we can have something kind of to fill this area back here. Oh, and the orb. Where's my stuff to do this trick? Looking right at it. There. Now, can I get some cardboard I can sacrifice, please? Not that. You'll do. yay, stink. Ooh, yay, resin stink. Okay, I need this. And I need the blood red. There we go. Now, if I was being really clever with this, I would have like strings coming off of this. Something like this. That's what this stuff is really good at, is doing like really stringy gore. I need to get a head pats emote for you guys, especially so I can give you guys one too. Trying to see if there's a painted model around here I can sacrifice the arm off of. Oh no. There's a little bit of like storytelling going on here. Hi, Necron Overlord. How you doing? I have to build the weapons for this, and maybe if I decide to keep one permanent, we'll do the gore connected. But for those who play Warhammer, technically it can be either variant of this model. I'm doing good. Fair enough there. So, that specific model.
Why'd you go down there on tube?
I never remember what the damn thing is called. It's a Sentinel. Essentially, it's the Guard's answer to... Lore-wise, it's the Guard's answer to, like, Dreadnoughts. But as far as I know, it does not hit anything like a Dreadnought. I have no idea what its equivalent in Necrons would be. Just nonchalantly have a freaking Necron model right behind me that I painted. To be fair, I have a lot of models around me. I can't show them all off, though. That's the one I was looking... Where's the pictures of that one? Did I not take pictures of that? Huh. I don't think I did. Interesting. Well, I just looked up and I'm like, wait, I see like 2 models that I've painted on this stream. To some degree. And there's ones like this dude where I gotta finally build him a base. Also, where are the pictures of that one? I should. It might be quiet. Sorry. I had it set for YouTube music, which YouTube tends to play a little bit louder. So, I probably wasn't noticing that you guys weren't hearing it. Yeah, so my main army is orcs. But I have a box of Necrons and a box of... Well, I had the Indomitus box of Necrons and Space Marines. My orcs are technically Goths. But it's also got the Beast Riders, or Beast Snagas box. The Guardsmen will be the secondary army if we're going off of how many models I'm going to need. So currently, I'm going to need the equivalent of 402 models for my Guardsman army. Luckily, the Guardsmen have a lot of models that have like 2 or 3 people standing on it. So that's fine. And tanks technically have at least double the number of characters you see on it. Because there's at least somebody sitting in here somewhere driving it. There's somebody probably operating the gun. There's at least 1 or 2 people probably operating the gun. Unfortunately, I have not fixed this problem. I love pulling this meme out. So, the Necron box is mine, but it's technically my roommate's army. I painted it and designed it up for them. So I'd have to talk with them about it. Also, my Necrons kind of have a theme going on right now that I'm working on. So, the Nami's heroes, they're very basic. They're just a standard guardsman regiment that I'm just going to have like a bunch of different like figures and models for. Guardsman figures that I have excuses to paint. These guys actually have like a lore theme going on. I haven't planned out exactly everything with this lore, but basically these guys are from a tomb world that somehow the ice caps melted enough to like flood the entire planet. And so even though Necrons don't technically rust, to be fair, Necrons are you paint them metal, drop them in a bucket of Newland oil, and then pull them out and you're done. And then you paint all the details. But yeah, these guys, their whole thing is, technically even though Necrons don't rust, for some reason they've just oxidized and turned into this like rusted copper look. And I went with the red styling on them just because it looks cool. They are related to another... Technically they're related to a kill team I'm working on. Actually, the kill team's done. But they're also related to a Death Guard army I plan to make eventually. So at some point during... on this Necron Tomb world, a Death Stranding started up. And this Death Stranding is being caused by these underwater-themed Death Guard. I still have the scarabs. I don't have an in-lore explanation for why they look the way they do. It's just, it's for some reason because of them being underwater for so long. They've just taken on this rust effect. But there's a Sisters-themed kill team I've made that are Sisters of the Deep. And their whole thing is they're just an underwater-themed Sisters of Battle. They're the ones that started the whole lore that came with these guys in the Death Guard. I don't... Like most fan lore, I have no explanation on why they are the way they are. They just look cool. I just wanted an excuse for my paint scheme. Maybe it's like an air pocket that's just... yeah. Maybe their scarabs were like, yeah. Oh yeah, the look cool thing. That's the thing. The look cool thing trumps all. I just want a basic, quick explanation on. Yeah, this is why. What did Gaz make this time? Ooh, a roller derby diorama. I might end up making that. And a cute little goblin tribe. Okay, that's not... I'm sorry, when the hell did I get that one? Why do I have two different Hollow Knight? Oh, figure scale, that's why. Go ahead. I should be allowing it. Oh, right, I was going to show you the thing. Ooh, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's an Egyptian word for volcano, because that is immediately what popped in my head. You could call him the Sedjet Empire. We were painting some guardsmen up. I'm just working on some. I'm helping FL Necron Overlord figure out a name for their Necron army. I was thinking calling them the Fire Trident, 3 different colors. True. The reason I was saying Sedjet is because that's technically the Egyptian word for fire or volcano. And that's kind of like the easy go-to name for Necrons. I need to buy you. Good God, I keep forgetting to buy that. Why the fuck do I have fucking Duke Leto? Alana, Viridian Hound. Oh, also, this is the this is their equivalent to it's the fucking Dirty Moth's name. Yep, either way, this is their equivalent to the Primarch for the Death Guard. They have a whole bunch of these models. They even have one that looks kind of like a Big Daddy from BioShock. My brain's not working right now. No, we go back to mini painting. Mortarion. Fucking hell. How the fuck do I forget Mortarion's name? Yes, I'm trying to remember Mortarion. That's the problem. I was like, what the fuck is this fucker's name? I agree. When the fuck did... Oh, wait, what? What? God damn it. Apparently I got a free model from somebody. Looks like it. Sorry, I'm having this weird moment of I didn't know I got a free model. Huh, okay, I got a free model. You're gonna take too fucking long. I'm gonna deal with you later. Holy shit, I have not been collecting that. We're gonna do that later. I'm gonna do that after stream. I just noticed I had a bunch of backlog of stuff I gotta collect for my Patreon things. I was like, oh no. Oh, you look cool too. Are you? Maybe. I'm looking at stuff because I'm like, I'm talking to you guys, and then it's like I pulled up my mini factory, and I'm like, oh no, my bank account said stop. Yes, I will always take a base. Let's take that. Oh, trust me, I'm in that situation where I don't really have much else to paint. I'm sorry, somebody made physical minis for Lancer? Do you have all the Lancer models or just the main ones? Oh, they have them all! They even have the Thick Thigh Witch! Yay! Oh yeah, Silent King is a very fun model. He's on my list. For those of you who play Lancer, this person makes the this person's done what I was planning to do, which is teaching myself how to sculpt so I can start making stuff like this. I think the only one they're missing... Do they have the gremlin? Do they not have the gremlin? I would have to get permission to sell them. I only have technically permission to sell one model. And even then it's only on commission, so it's kind of a questionable thing. Do they not have the goblin? How do you not have, like... Oh, there it is. I might have to paint a couple of these, especially the Thick Witch. Okay, I'm making a joke, and I'm not sure if any of you understand why it's called why I keep calling it the Thick Witch. So, this is the Black Witch from Lancer. This is at least their interpretation. So this is what it looks like from this person who's sculpting it. I just want a full-size picture. This is what it looks like in-game. They did not have to give this thing thighs. And hips. but they did. uh... Aw, thank you for the follow, Necron. Okay, so the Black Witch, what her whole thing is, she does like a lot of magnetic shit where she's just like throwing people around using magnets and stuff. Mind you, this mech is like 20 to 30 feet tall. Yeah, he's got almost all of them. He's got almost all the base ones. I think he might be missing one or two, but yeah, he's got almost all of them. The fuck is the White Witch? That looks... Send this girl, that will take... So Lancer would be the equivalent to like Golden Age of technology. Humanity. They can do some bullshit, especially anything made by Horus. Because yes, we have to have something. We have to have technically the most evil. Horus is weird. It's evil, but it's not evil. I feel. No, okay, so it is a Smith Shimano. Huh. Kinda. To be fair, Horus would be an abominable intelligence. Very much so. Plus, Scarabs love metal, not necromancy. Yeah. Okay, so what Horus is he is technically an AI. But AIs and NHPs, non-human persons in Lancer, are eldritch math computers that exist technically in like a pocket dimension. And if they think too hard, they become gods. Or godlike entities. So, are they really AI? Or are they basically humans fucking with technology they shouldn't be fucking with? Sakamoto Days. What's it about? Because that name sounds familiar. I'm gonna switch to just chatting. Because I'm not doing anything painting-wise right now. Do you know how little that narrows it down? There's a lot of animes and cartoons and TV series and sci-fis that does not does not narrow it down. Okay. Oh, that series. Yeah, no, that's cute. I've seen clips of it. It's it's the kind of chubby old guy. Doesn't really. I think he does talk a bit. But like he's terrifyingly strong and agile and everything. I think, like I said, I've watched clips, and a lot of people are just like, the new meme of aura farming is what he does a lot, apparently. Yeah. Well, it's... I'd almost argue it's slice of life. From what I've seen of some clips, it's got a lot of action and comedy scenes to kind of make up for it. God, what was the most recent anime I watched? God, it's been forever since I fucking watched it. Yeah, it's a mixture of slice of life, mostly action, and yeah, that's pretty much the vibe I've gotten from watching clips of it. Oh, there's a collab I wasn't expecting. I'm waiting for a couple more episodes. Apparently the new season of Panty and Stalking with Garter Belt is really good. Or at least the first two episodes have been like pretty much what people have wanted for a season 2. So I'm probably going to try and watch it soon. I might start watching it tomorrow. Okay, it says I got a notification. Who the there we go. Yeah, it just came out last week, and they're on the second episode. Fuck. Yeah, a new season just came out last week, and the second episode just came out today. The only thing that people have... No, the art style did not change. So, this is something I've kind of wanted to tell people, but, the fact that we're getting a season 2 now kind of makes me put a foot in my mouth. We were never supposed to get a second season. The whole point of the ending of the first season, it was making fun of American cartoon. The whole series was making fun of American cartoons. Like, it's specifically making fun of, like, Gendry Tartakovsky. But it's making fun of a lot of American animations and shows where it's these really... where they're, like, their animations vary wildly depending on scenes. Episodes are super quick, and it's like the last couple of episodes are like are where the main story finally ends, but everything else is filler. And then the show gets canceled and doesn't get then the show gets canceled after its first or second season and doesn't get any more episodes, but ends on a cliffhanger. Technically, we were never supposed to get a second season because that was the joke. But the show was too good, and so it kind of has always been in like this hiatus. It's always been in this hiatus situation where like somebody would pick it up and then somebody would go, "We can't finish it." Somebody would go, and then they would sell it off to somebody else. Amazon finally bought it. It's the only thing that's changed, really. The animation's better. It's still the same style, but the animation's the same. They've changed almost all the voice actors, I think. Because they're using a lot of the voice actors from the Amazon pool of actors. But Panty and Stocking sound close enough to me that it doesn't bug me. Garter Belt, in some ways I like his new voice, in other ways I'm like, I kind of miss the old one. I think the Japanese VAs are the same. It's the English VAs are very different. Scanty and Nisok, they sound close enough that, from what I remember, that I have a feeling if I go and rewatch the original first season, I might have like a weird, oh yeah, that's very different situation. But it literally takes place 5 minutes after the first season ends. Fair enough. Well, you like reading your manga. Speaking of, I gotta buy that model soon too. I'm sorry. There's a gargoyles. Has it been long enough that we can say that I don't have to say spoilers? Sweetie, if I had the money to buy models as often as I wanted models, trust me, I would. There is a Fantastic Four meets Gargoyles comics run coming out. Squid Game. Cause yeah, the only two ways I could think they somehow the way they end it, there's only two. Oh, I don't care about it. Sweetie, you just said you like reading your anime. That's manga. Unless you're talking about like reading Japanese dub. Oh, it's implied in the Squid Game show that every country has their own variation of the Squid Games. My one of two guesses are either somehow the main character survived the end, which would be really dumb for his... It would be really interesting if they went that route, but also really dumb because the whole point of his sacrifice was to make them not want to keep doing the Squid Games, at least in his country. So I don't know how to feel about that ending. So I don't know how I feel about them potentially doing a season 4. Because you get bored of your own country's ports sometimes when you're rich like that. It'll be more like... So, if it's going to follow the trend, it'll be... So, if it's going to follow the trend of games that we play, it'll be like elementary school games, like Dodgeball, but instead you're playing with, like, grenades or something like that. Actually, it would be Hot Potato would be your grenade. Hopscotch, but like on a... like glass floor or something like that. Actually, knowing America, it's probably just they probably just take you out to an island. The rich people just hunt you for sport. As for why were the Americans enjoying the Korean? I mean, there's a lot of rich Americans who like watching FIFA. And going to, like, Monaco for, not the Indy 500, what the fuck is it? Yeah, I know. I know what scene you're talking about. I know what scene you're talking about. No, what I'm telling you is, if you've met rich people, yeah, they have their own sports at home, but I'm going to go to another country and spend a lot of money and show how much money I have by going to this country and watching their games and betting tons of money on their games. Well, that's why I was trying to remember what the fucking... It's not Indy 500... It's not Indy 500... Is it Indy 500 I'm thinking of? Forza! A lot of rich people like Forza, and they leave the country to go watch stuff like Forza. It's Forza. It's Forza. So when you're asking why would rich Americans go to another country? Because they get to, it's bragging rights. They get to say they spent all this money, they got to do all this other stuff, and they get to brag to their rich friends. Yeah, well, I prefer the NHRA, personally. Then again, I have reasons for enjoying Then again, I was about to start going lewds on there. Then again, I like really good vibrations. Yeah, I know, but I was about to say something else, and I'm like, nope, I had to say that a little bit less lewd. I had to say that a little bit less lewd. But yeah, I personally, I think NHRA and a couple of other races we have here in America, car races we have here in America, are a lot more interesting. God, if somebody could bring back the... Okay, unofficially, we do have gumball races here. Not gumball, what is it? Fuck, it's a famous off-road race. Well, yeah, but I don't have anything else to paint right now. Or I'm not really let me rephrase that. I'm not really in the mood to keep painting. I'm just trying to think of either watching... I will like that. I will say oh! Damn it, I'm not hooking the camera back up just to this. Like I said, I do commissions. I think down in my links there is my if you DM me on like Twitter or... Yes, I do commissions. I will paint army. I print and I paint stuff. No, 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 no. I only do free commissions on very specific cases, and not many things fall under that special case. Okay, so to be fair, in that situation, if you sent me 100 Gretchen models... Okay, are you secretly Snipe? No, Wib? Okay, so I have a way I could probably batch paint 100 Gretchen. I would hate it, but if you were paying for it, it's like, screw it. Is it Sniper Wib is the husband? It's Wib. Because that is the most Wib sounding thing of like, oh, I want a Gretchen army. I'm like, why? It's alright, sweetie. Yeah, to be fair, if I was going to batch paint 100 Gretchen model, what I would do is I would... Army of Necron Wars. Okay, that's actually... Both of those are kind of surprisingly easy to do. All 120. Okay, so there is an easy way to paint both of those armies. Well, okay, so there is a way to run a... Sorry, I'm getting Gretchen and Grot. So there is actually canonically, Viridian, there is canonically a Grot-led or Gretchen Revolutionary Committee, where it is an army ran by Grots. You have to run like 3 times as many Grots Gretchens as Grot. You have to run like 3 times as many Grots, and you have to have way more like Killicans and other vehicles for them. Especially since they don't have any Grot tank. Especially since Grot tanks are now legends. And you still have to have a few orcs to help in that army, because they don't have Gretchen equivalents. But there is a Grot Rebellion that you could run. I don't think they've updated the rules to 40k for it. Yeah. See, the funny thing is, painting 120 Necrons... That's why I made the joke, are you just Wib asking you to do commissions for asking people to paint your army for you? Because I know he has a Grot Rebellion army. There's a 40k themed YouTube channel called Snipe and Wib. Wib he does a lot more than mini painting stuff. He has that kind of army, and he's like, yeah, I do not recommend this for anybody unless they have the money to do it, or they have a lot of friends who also play orcs and just give them your spare grots and stuff. It was connected to... You could, if you had the Grot Rebellion, I'll have to go sub to them now, like mine. Yeah, well, there's Snipe and Wib, which they do a lot of like the old editions of 40k lore and stuff like that. But then there's Wib does stuff where it's kind of him just doing like random hobby things. Because he's bought what he's bought, it's a proxy for a Dreadnought, but it's based off the second and first edition version of a Dreadnought. So it's this goofy looking thing back when everybody kind of used the same similar looking vehicles. You would just put like Orc stuff on an Orc vehicle, Eldar stuff on an Eldar vehicle, different human factions on human stuff, and then all that. Because that's from the era where you could take a deodorant stick and turn it into a hover tank. Now if you showed up with something like that, unless it was like 90% Warhammer stuff, they'd be like, no, you cannot run it. Well, this was back before injection molding was as perfected as it is now. So GW was a lot more willing to let you get away with stuff. It was also back before they really had a standardized base size. And now that they have standardized base sizes, it's like, no, you have to at least... I think for tournament rules, I'd have to go bug announcer. Because he runs official tournaments. He's called Announcer of Games over on YouTube. Mutual of mine. He runs official tournaments. You have to use an official GW base. Because you're basing your attacks and everything off the base, not the figure. Because there are some figures that go bigger than the base, but they're considered that size of base. You have to use the GW official base, and you have to have 90... If you're playing in official tournaments, if you're playing in, like, against your friends, 3D printer go burr. But if you're playing in official tournaments, 90% of the model has to be GW. So technically you can't run the old hover tanks made out of a deodorant stick anymore. Technically. You could be cheeky and get away with it. Listen, to tell you something though, Viridian, speaking of why I know that rule, I'm planning out a Tau army soon that's going to use Gundam bits. Or even like Gundam models and then adding like Tau bits to it. Oh god, I'm losing my voice. I can hear going... Bleh. Yeah, well, the reason I'm doing that is because I like to point out to people, as much as the meme of Tau being anime, they're not. They're Mobile Suit. The Tau are Mobile Suit. If you want to know which faction is actually the anime faction, go look at the Eldar. Hi, we have mechs powered literally by the belief and souls of dead kids. That doesn't sound like Evangelion at all, I swear. They have shurikens, katanas, all the other like stereotypical like anime weapons. Yeah, the Eldar are very anime. The Tau are just mobile suits in comparison. Technically they're a caste system, which also means they wouldn't be Japanese, but the iconography just kind of works for them. Because, yeah, my roommate, Nero, which every once in a while you guys will hear about, he tends to build more Gundams. And so he's always got bits sitting around, spare bits and stuff. So, eventually I'm going to start planning out that. To be fair, there's an even bigger project that I keep looking back at over my shoulder that I keep pushing off because I need a ton of orc bits, orc vehicle bits, and terrain bits. But that's gonna be that might be a YouTube exclusive series because I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this out. But not Gargant. What are they fucking called? It's not. Yeah, Gargant. I'm going to be building a Gargant soon. Like, in-scale Gargant. Yeah, well, like I said, I need a lot more orc bits. And also, I need to, like, start actually collecting... Because a lot of it's going to be scratch built. I have a base behind me right now. So, this is going to be the base of the Gargant. Because I have one of these. And as far as I know, it still works too. So I might try and actually make it still work. I just might redo the battery system. I think the only thing I'm missing is the tray that goes in its lap. Well, I was gonna make it into a Warlord Titan, and then I was like, there's no easy way to turn it into a fucking Warlord Titan. I'm sorry, he had a shit ton of add-ons that I didn't know about. Huh. Does he still have the tray? I think he does, actually. I want to try and keep as much of the original, like, paints robot underneath. So you can tell it. Like, I even want to get, like, the LEDs working on it. But yee. That is that is one of my two, like, weird. I have a lot of weird, like, ideas for, like, Warhammer and, like, adjacent stuff. That's why I said that's probably going to be a strictly YouTube thing. just because that's going to be one of those things where I'm going to build it and like probably it's probably going to be one of those things where I'm going to tear it apart, make sure everything's still working. I'm going to make sure everything's still working, tear it apart, see if I can change out the battery system so I can put a battery that lasts a lot longer than like 15 minutes on it. And then depending on how well it's actually working, I'm going to have to build the bits around the function of this robot just so I can have it do all its cool things. And because it's got a Nerf cannon in its chest, it might be funny to make that work, because I know the Nerf gun's the only thing not working on it. We're probably going to be a lot more likely to see the Tau army first. Let's see here, though. You know, I could put heads of Gretchens on it. It would be funny. Sorry, I just laughed my ass off. It's something dumb. But yeah, I have several interesting like kit bash and scratch build projects. I'm just not sure when I'm gonna get to them. Especially since I gotta get the printer working, and I've been pushing that off. But let's see here, because I do not want to go another... I mean, I could go another 20 minutes, but let's see here. Who's on? Who can we go poke at? Why are all my mutuals not on right now? What is any? Hey Necron or Viridian, would either of you like to recommend a raid? If not, I have a couple of options. I'm debating on which one I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm trying to think, because there's not really anybody who's on the smaller scale I want to go jump into and go poke at. I mean, there is, but at the same time. Why is everyone playing the horse game? Damn it, dudes! Why did you have to go? Why did you have to raid into me? I was planning to raid into you or something. I hate not raiding out, especially since I'm going to be doing a different streaming group tomorrow. I gotta fix that about, because I've already added a better about down here. Alright, I don't want to go raid Tia. She's got a little too many people in her group right now. Yeah, you know, I think we're just gonna call it. I will be back tomorrow. Shit, I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna do. Damn you, stranger! I will be back tomorrow. It's gonna be a Blue Twitch stream. If you don't know what Blue Twitch is, go click on my website and see where other streaming places I do. Which translate. We're gonna probably be doing, I don't know actually. It's either gonna be VR chat or maybe we're just gonna do a regular like not safe for work game this week. I don't know. But this is where I really need to get logging out. I will see you all tomorrow. I hope those of you over on YouTube, if there was anybody still here on YouTube, y'all had a good evening. I hope y'all get a good rest. Hope to see you all again sometime. Yeah, we should be back here on Twitch on Monday with a Minecraft stream. Tuesday will be a Tuesday's probably going to be more Half-Life 2. Wednesday will be another paint stream. Oh god, no. My whole schedule is wrong. I gotta figure some stuff out. Next week there will be some kind of stream Monday. I hope y'all have a good rest. I hope y'all have a good evening. I'm pretty sure for a lot of you it's already tomorrow. But for me, I'm about 5 minutes away from tomorrow, so I will see you all next time. Bye.